Hello, welcome back to the continuing lecture in investments. Um, this is Dr. Jeff Hong, and in our last lecture, we did actually, um, use Excel model to actually calculate um, the duration for 8% coupon bond and zero coupon bond. And we verified and confirmed, this result, and also confirmed that the zero coupon bonds duration is the same thing as its maturity. So going further, into duration, right? It's basically, the ratio of change in bond price to change in yield. Okay, so I told you this is sensitivity. What happened a while ago? The screen just blacked out for a while. And it's the sensitivity of, bond price to change in interest rate, right? And the reason this matters is that we can predict, right? Given the interest rate forecast, interest rate change forecast, we can forecast, how much impact it will have on our bond holdings, right? That's the idea. So then we can use duration this way. This is basically what percentage change in the bond price is the duration times percentage change in the yield. Okay, now think about it. So in other words, this is, and I already wrote down this before, right? It's percentage change in, you can, in other words, because duration is the sensitivity, if you you can use duration to predict, percentage change in bond price. Yeah, that's not that easy. Right? This expression is nothing but, this expression, right? Why? Because, this is simply another statement, another way of saying percentage change in bond price over percentage change in yield, right? In other words, that, the ratio between the two is no other than, none other than, right, duration. So if you are solving it for this, then, solving it for percentage change in bond price, it simply, it comes out this way, right? So That's why I said it's pretty much the same concept as elasticity, right? Um, and in elasticity, elasticity is always a negative number because they move in opposite direction. Price and quantity demanded move in opposite direction, so it's a negative correlation between the two. Just the same because of the inverse relation. Duration is always a negative number, right? Now, and so then what is modified duration? Modified duration is basically, it's D star, right? And that asterisk, is the the only marker to differentiate from to tell the modified duration from regular duration. So it's simply dividing Macaulay duration by 1 plus y, okay? Or in other words, multiplying by the reciprocal of 1 plus y, right? Which is, and then this is what? This is, Macaulay duration, right? And so if I rewrite it, that's percentage change in bond price. It's modified duration times change in interest rate. And what happened to what happened to this 1 plus y over what happened to this, right? So this is basically the calculus, right? Now change in B, right? Change in bond price. Change in bond price is originally, multiplying the right-hand side by multiplying, the right-hand side both by B. I mean, the left-hand side will be only, change in B, right? And the right-hand side will be, basically, this is the right-hand side and times B, right? And then modified duration is what? D over 1 plus y. In other words, dividing it by one more time. So that is modified duration. So we have modified duration, which is and then times change in y. Now you might wonder, isn't it 1 plus change in 1 plus y? Isn't it change in 1 plus y? Yes, but a minor change, right? Think about it. A minor change in 1 plus I is pretty much the same thing as change in simply y. I mean, think about it. Changing suppose you have the changes from one. Maybe I should 1.0. Let's say the changes, from 1.09 to 1.08. Anyway, the change is only what's the difference, right? The change is 0.01, right? So it's the same thing. I think I better. Okay. Right? So it's the same thing, right? So if we use, modified duration and predicting, bond price change, right? Here's the example. T maturity is 30 years. Coupon rate is 8%, paid annually, right? Just to simplify, we're using annual coupon assumption, whereas in reality, most coupons are semi-annual. But so this is for the for simplification, simplifying assumption. So yield to maturity is 9%. Then bond price will be 897.26. I mean, we can calculate this using the bond pricing formula, right? And we can tell it's going to be a discount bond because coupon rate is below, its yield, right? Now, and we can calculate, also duration, right? So in this example, this is going to be a tedious one, but I will walk you through. Let's do this. So then how do you how would you how would you predict the forecast the change in bond price using this formula, right? Using this formula, current bond price times duration times you know change in y over 1 plus y, and this part is modified duration, right? Okay. So times that. So we're gonna do, of course, this is dollars. 897 times, 26 times, duration is always negative, times, change, change in, yield, and 1 plus y, right? And it comes to negative $9.36. So that means, we will drop from this, right? So that's the bond price at time 0, or old bond price, and new bond price, or time, it will be exactly B0 minus, right, 9.36 dollars, right? Okay, and we can predict that, right? But duration is still, forecasting tool. I mean, only for minor change in interest rate. If the interest rate changes, a lot, then this is just an approximation, and duration cannot accurately predict it. So so here's the this is actually spreadsheet 11.2, and we're gonna do this, and find modified duration and Macaulay duration using Excel's built-in function, right? We're gonna do that later. And the math behind it. I mean, I already explained this, and if you just follow that through, you get the right, the logic behind it. I mean, I already gave you an example, right? One doesn't change. The change is only due to change in that net rate. So first, let's verify this. I want to confirm. I mean, they gave 11.37 as duration. But let's confirm that. So I'm gonna, okay. Here's 11.2. Okay, that's 11.2. But let me use this and copy this, paste here, and now what I'm trying to do is, currently it is 9%. 9%, right? And then it's 30 years, so we're gonna have to modify this model. I'm gonna go home, insert a little more, I guess. Insert rows, right? So that we would have one more, because it's 30 years, and we started from row 5. Now, oh, I didn't switch, right? So let me stop sharing this and share this Excel, right? Okay, so what I did was, you don't see it yet. Okay, now you see it, right? So what I basically did was, I copied this model, and new sheet, right? I clicked, adding new sheet, and then I pasted it. I pasted the same model here, And but I insert it, right, using insert rows, right. uh, I inserted rows, if you select one single row, and then insert, do it like 30 times, and then we will have so currently, right, uh, coupon rate is 8%, so it's the same thing, and I will need to move this all the way down. Numbers must be, now this is month, right? Number of the months, first, I mean year, sorry, because 30 years, right? And year one you get $80. Year two, I mean coupon is always $80 all the way through year 30. And year 30 you have maturity value, the redemption value of 1,000 and coupon, right? This shouldn't be anything uh, mysterious to you now. Now, what I'm going to do is, uh, discounting, right? Discounting these cash flows, and there you go. And then I'm going to have to drag it down all the way. Okay, there you go. And 833, let me make sure this is pointing to, it cannot be B8, right? It'd be B35, right? Because it's 35. Okay, everything's good. And weight, yeah, D36. Okay, so it's good. I have to divide it by the sum of all those. And the, let's see, sum of D6, D35, so correct. And then so all you need to do is, just actually I could do this all, at the same time. And the weights all add up to 1, so it's correct. Now, it's simply, times, each period, right? Each period times the weight. So as long as this is the, yeah, correct, then all you need to do is just drag it down. Come on. I clicked something wrong. Okay. And then that's, something's not right. Something is, yeah, something was amiss there. So now, so this is the duration, right? 11.3738, so 11.37, right? So that confirms, right? That confirms the duration, 11.37, right? So if yield to maturity goes up to 9.1, so we will put, new, that's old, right? This I will, and this is, old yield to maturity, and the, I wonder why, and so let me Control. This is old, right? Old yield to maturity. And then new yield to maturity is 9.1. So I don't know why this thing is here, but let me erase that. And new yield to maturity is, let me copy that. No, copy this one. Paste here and change that to a 9.1%, right? You might wonder why is it still showing 9. It's because Excel is set to round decimals to, by default, so you need to increase decimal. Okay, now 2 decimal places. So this is, yield to maturity 1. I'm gonna yield to maturity 1. And then so how do we know the change in bond price? So let's find change in bond price. Let me let me give, where should I put it? Change in bond price. That D is not really D, it's not duration, it's delta, right? Change that to symbol. Now that's delta, right? Change in bond price. That center. And how do you calculate change in bond price? And the formula is old bond price times duration times change in interest rate. So let me also change that to yield, right? So change in bond price will be the old bond price is this, right? Times, and I'm gonna times duration. Duration is this, right? And duration has to be negative, right? So I'm gonna put a minus sign there. Duration times change in interest rate. Now it's blank now, but I'm gonna, of course, I'm gonna, and it. So here, hit enter, and I'm gonna put. There's nothing there, but as soon as I do this, right? I got, why is it? This is dollars, right? So this has the dollars. Oh, so it's going to go down by $10.21. But this is, modified. $897.26. Why? Oh, it was modified. Yeah. Um, I had to use modified duration, so I had to basically divide it by 1 plus y. That was, so what I missed was dividing that by 1 plus y. There you go. It will go down by $9, 36. And so this is example. Actually, there's an example number, example 11.1. So let me label it. Example 11.1. And then that confirms, right? That verified and confirmed our, solution in example 11.1. I mean, don't let it just because the book has already, given you that solution, don't just, go by that. It is your responsibility to verify and confirm, right? The way I did. So there you go. And so that concludes this segment of the video. The time is up. I'll have to stop recording and continue in the next video. I'll see you guys in the next video.